Hello, welcome back to Photochemistry. Last episode we began Act 2, which, for the first episode of the act, went a lot better than Act 1. I think I understood a bit more about how each of the particles interacted with each other, I guess. So yeah, now that we're done with these 4 levels, let's see if we can keep going. Payload. Alright, so I need a black particle, and then a couple greens. Are they all green? Yeah, they're all green. These are the same color, and this is green, so green, green, a bunch of greens. Implies perhaps that I rotate the... Oh, what the heck? Okay, yeah, the light is from here, I guess. That's a bit awkward. Um, that is a bit awkward, honestly. Hmm. Okay, the other option is that I get these guys to jump over. And I kind of just keep you here. It's less cheap, obviously. But for now, let's just move the light over to here first. This prevents black from turning into from becoming a failure state for us. And then we can work on green individually, or green we can work on green without any interference. So the goal, I think, is to make two L shapes, combine them, and then fit black inside. I think black having the ability to jump into the hole. In fact, this is like the furthest distance away. It kind of feels almost perfect that black is meant to jump into here. However, I do realize that I can't really set this up properly. I suppose I can sort of set up like a loop. So like, actually, let's see how long... 2 to an 8. Interesting. 2 to an 8, we get... let's see. We get this, how do I say this? So we get one of these every 8 turns. This one takes about 8 turns to deteriorate. I feel like I should... No, because it comes out on the last turn of these guys. It really shouldn't matter. As long as we form the square and put it here at the right time, then throw it in when it appears, it should be fine. We technically had 16 turns to produce this shape, because 8 turns for this to show up, and then 8 turns for it to be thrown here. If that's the case, then the light completely just does not need to exist at all. The light suddenly cannot shine on this position, because then either the vertical or the horizontal greens will become yellow. So the goal is to create two L shapes, stick them together. Okay. I want to create an L shape that looks like this. I want to create like an L shape and then a 7, I think. So we know down takes the most priority, right? Or does right take more priority? I keep forgetting. Right takes more priority than down, I see. Okay. Suppose if I made the L shape, it could go down, 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 then right. Down. No. Well, yeah, then it would have to go... It would have to go the opposite direction, right? So rather than going down, 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 then right, it goes left then up to 3 times. Well, that really wouldn't work because up has lower priority. So it should go up then left. So left can take over. So I guess we're making like this, we're making this like mirrored 7 and then mirrored L. Should work out a little better for us. So we pull this up 3 times, and then this would be the one that makes the L, then that makes a bit more sense to me. So this goes up 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And then goes left once at this point. Actually, wouldn't this make this L? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, as opposed to... Okay, so... Hold on. Oh, okay, well, in that case... Oh, then we kind of have a problem. I was gonna put this here, but that will connect to this, which is a problem. Right. Well, I don't know. We'll see if there's a problem here then. I'll just do a bunch of random stuff to this guy first to see if the parities add up. Okay, the parities work out pretty well. Interesting. So if I move this out of the way, This should be fine. And we can L shape here. That is kind of a problem, although it really isn't. Might be a problem. Okay, I think we're thinking about this wrong. Hold on. I'll make a snake that works. Okay, how about I make 2 verticals and 2 horizontal pairs of 2? How about that? And then I split them up. So this makes a couple horizontals. They get split up. Let's see how this works out. Something like that. But I guess pushed forward by 1? Maybe? Yeah, and then a splitter here, I guess. It's kind of scuffed, but it's okay, I guess. We'll deal with it. And so we'll do the vertical. We got split here, so I guess the vertical has to go this way. And then it gets split here. This is very, very scuffed. Okay, I think it might be better to go back to the L shape. I'm sort of like not really wanting to commit here, unfortunately. If I went left, so if I went, like, let's say I went right 3 times. And then a down here. The next thing that comes up. The problem is that it will always be problematic when the next thing comes up. Because this shape wouldn't be able to be moved around properly. And I don't know if the L shape really works out. Can I see what this does first? Kind of does that. That's not good, isn't it? Don't I want it to be here? Yeah, I want this, but at this point, like, nothing can really move this around, right? So it's like, I kind of want to do some, like, acrobatics to move you around properly. I kind of want to throw you down and then throw you up to here. And then from here, move you on. Like that. Almost. The reason why that has to happen is so that there's enough time for this to bond to here before the conveyors take it away. Like that. I want to do it the other way around because it just makes a bit more sense if I do it like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, right has more priority than down. So this will keep creating this for us. And now as long as I can move it over properly, it should work, right? I kind of want to do the same thing up here, but like it's gonna take a bit more thinking to figure out what the exact directions are. So this L shape will move over to here. I'll repeat the same thing with this one by making the L shape in the other direction. Hopefully the priority stays the same. What if I did a vertical first? Then I moved over at some time. Oh, then I have to be going down first then. So I have to be like taking this shape, and I moved over at this point. Yeah, but then there's a problem here, right? Because it's not going to move away now. What if I keep doing this trick? Well, then it's not going to do anything. Yeah, it has to be has to be somewhat the same as this, but not really the same. What if I went the other way around then? Like here. And I did this kind of thing. What is the shape? It's an L shape. And I moved up first, then down. So you want to move down first, then jump up. So what does this shape create? Yeah, it creates that shape, right? And I suppose at this point, I just want to jump over. Hopefully then, it'll be correctly moved. Just checking. Yeah, okay. But then, like, if I jumped you to here, do you have enough time to exist? Or will you accidentally destabilize too quickly? Ugh, not close enough. Almost, but not there. Okay. Well, then I can easily just shift you and then throw you upwards. That will cost that will actually cost the same amount. I mean, I can just throw the light away and everything will be fine. Alright, let's see if this works. Should barely work, right? Huh. I mean, it sort of makes a bit of sense. Slower now, but that's because the light went away. The light saved it for a bit. Okay. If I had to put the light back on, I probably would put it to this point. Yeah, that saves you barely. It's a bit expensive, but it's okay, I think. Alright, yeah, we're fairly on the low side of the average pile. Pretty average cycles, but lower cost than the rest, so I don't mind that. That's cool. Okay, that was payload. I assume the black particle was the payload. Alright, and diamond. Okay. 2x2 of black and blue. So this requires a jumper, right? Does it require a jumper? A jumper won't get it far enough. Oh, you know what? It's fine. If I can just keep chaining these guys, I think. Yeah, because there's no the void only applies to the void only applies to things I can like draw with. The particles don't fall or, you know, get destroyed in the void or anything. So they can sort of like exist here and then when they're here they can get yeah. So apparently these can't push either. But when they're here they can unbond and then they can unbond and then they can be taken to do things, I guess. I guess possibly actually does this cause the thing to break? Hold on. Let me just check. This doesn't cause any breakage, does it? Nope. Interesting. Okay, so what about this? No, it doesn't work either. I'm going to want to move the unbonded over. But at some point, like, there has to be a Blue-inator, a bluifier here, I guess. Which will cost light to have to be moved around. But this should work, right? Well, it should work if I put more conveyors. I can split it. The other problem is that it's gonna take quite a while. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm gonna have to shuffle the light around here. Put these guys in their places and then afterwards do things. Okay, so we can split here, I guess. And then here, I think I'll need to jump. Here I can also split. I probably want to split. Actually, I don't think it matters. And you jump in both cases. I don't know if this will work. Hopefully it will. I'm pretty sure it won't. It's alright, even if it doesn't. This jump can just make it. Okay. Oh, these guys are fast. Oof. Okay, wait. If that's the case, then black is a show up a lot later. I think it is at this point we're gonna actually require. We're actually gonna need these guys to be delayed. I don't know how many it would take for this to get here, but it's gonna have to be delayed by quite a lot. Let's say 10. Let's try 10. Is this faster? Yeah, okay. So it takes a while before this actually comes out, but I need to time it so that this can come out at the same time as this. Alright, that doesn't work. That is actually slightly slow on the black side. So I'm gonna have to do this now, and I think this should work. Let's see. There you go. And it should work because all the... yeah, there you go. Cool. We need 8 of these products to count as a victory. There you go. Oh, jeez. Okay, we finished Act 2, but it was much possible it was a lot faster. I think the reason why everyone's here is because that it's because we oops, didn't mean to do that. We just keep using this conveyor belt here. I suppose that means it was possible to what's that term? It's possible to bypass it. It's possible to bypass it by... yeah, I don't know how you would get this over faster besides using a conveyor. If you use anything else, it kind of gets stuck in the void and you can't really maneuver it in the void. Let me just check again. Oops. Did they use things that we didn't have? No. They managed to do it even with the same set of things. So I don't know how they would bypass that, honestly. Don't know how. But interesting, I guess. Okay. I guess we have some time, so we'll move on. Alright, next one. Beta. Isn't it actually a puzzle? Oh, that's interesting. Gotta swap the colors. And these all come out as one. Oops. They will unless I light them. I need a mirror for that. If I light them, yeah, then they'll break. If I light all of them, they'll all break, right? Yeah, they'll all break. The blue turns to white? Oh. I didn't realize that was the case. Blue turns back to white. Is that true? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. Huh. That's very interesting that it turns back to white. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Oh. Huh. Oops. Okay, let's try this. We hit... oh. Yeah, we hit all the white, but we don't touch the blue. What happens? Stays blue. So the blue thing becomes white. That's blue. Oh, is it only white because I shine 2 lights at it? The light... Yeah, wow. The light brightens it enough that it becomes white. Actually, I gotta test this out. Hold on. Ship them out, please, so I can see what's going on. Ah, yeah, it's still blue, see? Huh. So that means it's not actually turning white. It stays blue. It just, It just... It's shown so bright. It's shown? It's shown so bright that it looks white. Mouse is breaking up again. There you go. Okay, so... Okay, let's actually try and solve the puzzle now. How do you do this? We need a lot of blues to turn into whites and one single white to stay as a white. Because we know blues can't turn into whites, so whites have to stay as whites. Okay. We need a bluifier somewhere. Like, we can have 2 bluifiers here because we have two lights here. This shouldn't be too difficult, I would hope. But we want none of the blues to retain their properties, so it's kind of like I definitely want to break all these. Honestly, the white and blue can just ship out into here. Yeah, right? It makes sense. Gee, don't do that. Then this can just go here. The rest can go into the bluifiers. Oh, that's a jumper, not a bluifier. Blue-inator, I guess. These guys are gonna come in at the same time. Oops. Yeah, so these guys are bond. One of them's gonna have to take a longer path. Oh, what? Okay, then you take a longer path. There you go. Okay. These are all turned blue and they can leave now. The idea is that I'm gonna want to move them around. So, Splitter, it is time for you to do your job. The bottom one being here makes the most sense, I guess. In that case, the Splitter just goes here. The other splitter has another problem. I feel like we should actually split first. If I split first, I can put the ones that are supposed to go below. Jeez, mouse is broken again. I can put the ones that are supposed to go below. By jumping over. Yeah, sort of like split afterwards. So you can split here again. Like that. Like this. Top guy can just go down here. It should be good. Oh, this is taking too... Oh, that's fast. Okay, I can slow you down. It's gonna be a lot. Should be a problem, right? Nope. Okay, this is slow somehow. I gotta get a jumper here. Should be a problem. The idea is if I have jumpers, I should just have jumpers everywhere, but I guess it's fine if we just use one. It's technically cheaper. It's technically also a little quicker because I don't need this anymore. I mean, I can just have you come down here instead. Right takes priority over down. So because this is a too long, the right will take priority over and it will never actually go down. Hopefully that isn't slow enough. That's still too slow, okay. In that case, jumper here. Maybe I actually don't need to take the long route, and this is fine. Cost is still the exact same. There you go. Okay. Good enough for me. Oh, what? Wait, why did that? Why is that? Why is it so much slower now? Oh, because this is flipped in parity again. Okay. So this now actually does take longer. Oh, in fact, this is broken. Parity, you... you child. Why is parity like this? Yeah, parity doesn't work here. Okay. Well, that's fairly obvious. Does it mean we actually have to split into 4? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That really legitimately makes no sense. Of course it works the first time, but not the second time. I get it. Oops, what? I missed something. Oh, yeah. Huh, how can I fix this? I didn't realize parity was gonna be such a big thing. Can I reset? What does this do? Oh, whoa. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, I kind of have no idea what I would like to do here, honestly. Because parity is an issue. I don't know how I fixed the other parity issue I had. I don't remember when I got that parity issue. There was another puzzle with another parity issue, but I don't know where it was. I might actually have to split this up and then... I'll have to split this up into 4 and then actually put all 4 of the blues into... Huh. Okay. Let's say the mirrors do this instead. Oh, but then there wouldn't be a bond here, would there? I have to like break it up with laser or something. It's fine, we'll deal with this first. Oops. Huh. Interesting. This also wouldn't work. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we don't have enough light to do all of this. We need more light. Let's reset. This will be a problem. I can break everything, jump a white out, and then... The problem is splitting everything up again. All the blues don't really have any... how will I... how do I do this? Let me just check. At what point does a break ever occur here? It will occur at this point. Interesting. It will occur when the white is being shown on. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I can use that. So I want to break this up, pull out the white. I don't know how I do that, but when the white is pulled out, jump it over. Jump it over to here. It'll be easier if this happens, so I'm gonna cause the light to go here. You can do this. Okay, and so this would throw this into here while leaving the blue. Good. Up and down are both less important in priority, so I can do this, and the blue should be safe. Good. Okay, the rest can do the usual. I suppose it's gotta be this one that brings the light in, because I wanted to put the Blue-inator here. So this should happen, right? Oh. Okay, well that's also a problem, I guess. Jeez, mouse having issues again. I want to move that Blue-inator a bit higher then. Why is my mouse having problems? I don't know. Actually, legitimately looks like it's having problems now. Uh-oh. There you go. Jeez. Okay. So I wanted to move you up. Move you up and over. Blue-inator here. There you go. That's a problem. Okay, I suppose you can actually go somewhere else then. No, but you have to line up in the chain, right? Interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. What about this? Ah, close, but they still bond. This has to be slightly slow. I don't actually know how to do that. I can make it slightly slower by putting this even higher up. That makes it slightly slower. So now there won't be any interference. Yeah, okay, there you go. Little to no interference. Now I can do the actual split thing properly. Okay. So here, I want this. I want you here. I kind of want the exact same thing to happen here. This might still be a bit slow though. So we might still need jumpers for this. Oops. Interesting. Let's see if this takes too long. I mean, it looks like the product will be formed fast enough, at which point this can then continue being thrown over, right? Will that be a problem over time? It might be a problem over time. Just kidding, it's not. Wow, it somehow isn't a problem over time. Cool. Hey. It's slow, but it's cheap. It's pretty cheap. It's also pretty slow. Okay. Can I copy this over to another save? Let's see. Load. Oh, I can't. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I messed up. Crap. Okay, well, I guess we're reprogramming this. I messed up by loading the wrong thing into the wrong place. Happens all the time. It's okay. I kind of remember exactly what the solution looked like, so it's fine. It's not gonna be too difficult to recreate. White jumps over, blue goes here. I was trying to see if I could make, you know, like trying to see if I can make things a little better. I'll just do this. No. Well, can do it here, I guess. Hopefully this works. Oh! Wait, no it doesn't. I messed up somewhere. Oh, right, I messed up because this is not set to the correct speed. There you go. Okay, that works. Cool. Good enough by me. Maybe it's a little faster too. Not too much faster though. Yeah, I was slightly faster. This is 70. I'm not at 68. Okay, sure. We slightly improved on accident. I'll take it. Okay, that's gonna be it for this episode, I think. We're a bit out of time now. Yep, next episode we'll move on to NAR 1017. We'll see what that's all about. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.